Hey, it's Aaron Warkov with Hamptons today. I'm here with Collin Ambrose of Estia's Little Kitchen, and we're going to find out a little bit more about what's going on at Estia and a few more interesting things that you may not know about Collin and some of his extra projects that he's doing that I think are really interesting, and he can kind of fill us in a little bit more on that. So Collin, I love this place. I come here all the time, sit at the counter, get my breakfast or get lunch here. I think the food here is like outstanding.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And when I came in here to talk to you before, you actually told me something I didn't know, which is besides running this operation, you have another project that you're doing too, revolving around fishing and food, right?
Right, yeah. It's called the American Rivers Tour. And right now it's an online magazine. And we have a website, AmericanRiversTour.com.
Oh, amazing.
And essentially it gets me out on the road, allows me to interact with other chefs, hear about what they're doing, get a chance to walk through their dining rooms and their kitchens and learn about how they operate.
Wow.
And then we fish together, and we generally cook over fire on the side of a river.
It's great. This sounds great. I mean, it definitely sounds like it should be like one of those reality TV shows or some kind of episodic show.
It's mine. There's about 15 episodes up on the site right now.
Amazing.
So it is my reality.
So people can see it now.
Oh yeah, they can see it. It's very accessible. If they go to the website, there's a whole list of videos that are posted. There's also recipes that have been created by the chefs that I cook with or me.
Yeah. So
in some cases, I go out and I don't
tell
have a
them
chef.
what the address is again, so they can find you.
It's
on that.
AmericanRiversTour.com, so it's rivers plural. Mm-hmm. And on that site, there are a variety of links to both the recipe page, the gallery where all my photographs from my tours, you'll see them around in the dining room.
Yeah, I noticed that. You have a lot of your own. This is all your own photography.
This is all my own photography, and it gives me a chance to open conversations with people in hopes that someone in the media world might have an interest in extending the message, which is what's happening right now.
Yeah.
So it's a nice conversation starter,
We're
and it's
here.
something that I like to do. I like to fly fish. And I love to fly fish around here, but I also was looking for a reason to get out on freshwater, and rivers are what I'm drawn to. Mm-hmm. So I've been to Humboldt County, California, and the Eel River. Mm-hmm. I've fished the Henry's Fork in Idaho. I fished the, I've been on the Madison in Yellowstone and the Little Fire Hole in Yellowstone National Park. I have fished the Chagrin in Ohio. I've fished several steelhead rivers in the Chagrin Falls area. I've fished in the driftless area of Wisconsin for trout, very stealthy little creeks that you have to kind of crawl up to. And there's a wonderful restaurant there called the Driftless Cafe with a James Beard nominated chef that runs it.
I want to go there. That sounds great.
It's outstanding. So that's kind of, and I've covered the East Coast with the Hudson River and a few other rivers too. So.
How, you can eat fish out of the Hudson River?
Sure. I mean, striped bass migrate,
Yeah.
and so they spend a little time in the Hudson River, but they can migrate as far as the upper reaches of the Hudson, all the way up to Nova Scotia and Maine, and then they come back and they spawn in the upper reaches of the river every spring, and then they forage for fish as they head north, and they gorge on whatever species they come across, whether it's herring or silver sides or the various bait fish along the way, and that's their
That's it.
That's their yearly trek.
Wow, great.
And we're in the middle of it. So the east end of Long Island gets a nice run in the spring and then again in the fall.
Amazing. That's great. And then you feature a lot of local fish here, right? Right at Estia, right?
We do. Like today we have
fish
tile
tacos.
fish, and some of the guys over here are having fish and chips that we make for them.
Mm-hmm.
We make wonderful fish tacos.
Yeah,
We
amazing.
also have a special Oaxacan seafood chowder that we do on occasion that's made with local fish local clams and shrimp in a caldo verde, so it's a spicy seafood broth.
Wow, it sounds great.
Yeah, it's a wonderful dish, and we like to do that on Fridays. We bring the fish in fresh on Friday morning, and that's always a special
lunch
that we
special,
do.
or is it a dinner special?
Well, it's a lunch special. On our dinner menu, we do a Cioppino Verde that's very similar, but it only has more fish. It's bigger. We also do a paella that has a lot of local fish. We do a potato crusted flounder that's been on our menu for 20 years. It's very popular.
Wow, amazing.
And our dinner business rises and falls with the season.
Sure. But I would say even with that, like, we're definitely not in the season right now, and this place is still bustling and hustling for lunch. And
yeah, our breakfast and lunch
have a lot of
business
loyalty
is
here.
That's year round.
Yeah.
So people often ask, when are you open?
Yeah.
And we're open from 8 a.m. and until 3, 6 days a week. We're always closed on Tuesdays. That's the day our staff has off.
Even in the summertime.
Even in the summertime.
Got it.
And then in January and February, we don't serve dinner at all.
Okay.
But March through December, we serve dinner on weekends. And then in the high season of June, July, August, and September, we serve Thursday and Sunday nights.
Yeah.
So it expands and contracts with
Well,
the
what I
season.
love too is that you're one of the employers out here that's open year-round. You're keeping locals gainfully employed out here. You're not closing down. I think that's really amazing. I think you definitely should support this business, if not even for the fact that the food is amazing, but for the fact that they keep people employed year-round here.
And we're open.
And you're open.
If you're looking for a hot bowl of soup or a freshly made sandwich or a taco or a burrito, you can set your clock by 6 days a week.
Yeah, it's
8
great.
a.m. to 3 at Estia's Little Kitchen.
And I kind of recently went sort of plant-based. I'm trying to do that, and this is one of the places where I can come and find things on the menu that are still like within my range of what I can do that are delicious still.
Great,
so,
thanks. Yeah, we've tried to continue to build on our vegetarian and vegan options.
That's great.
And presently it's about 15% of our menu.
Yeah.
And usually there's 2 or 3 specials.
Seems like you can adapt a few things too.
Yeah,
if you
we
need
brought
to
the
fill.
Impossible Burger in, for
Yeah.
instance. It's not right for everybody, but it definitely fills the need for people that are trying to bring new things into their diet that are vegetable-based. Like, if you really love a good burger and you're trying to get away from
I did love a good burger.
Yeah, well, the Impossible Burger is a wonderful option in that regard. Then we also have the Garden Burger that we make in a sandwich with avocado, lettuce, and tomato, and that's more of a grain-based veggie burger, and that's been on our menu for 15 years.
Yeah, that's always great.
So, we have the Rich Roll, which is a vegan roll made with Rancho Gordo beans that we get from our friends in Napa Valley, California. Spinach, mixed vegetables, and sprouts. And then that's finished with refritos, which is our vegan option in the bean category.
Yeah, amazing.
Yeah, it's a good dish.
Colin, thanks for sharing a little bit about Estia as well as your other endeavor. It was great to hear about all that. I'm sure you guys didn't know everything about that. So
and
it's
if you
good
get
to
a
know.
chance, come back and visit when the gardens are in season.
It's
because
beautiful
we have
outside.
gardens that surround the restaurant, and people enjoy
you grow some of your own herbs and things for
visiting
cooking.
the gardens. And they, after their meal or before their meal, they hang out and have a cup of coffee. We have a
Definitely
coffee cart on weekends in the summer, and it gives people a chance to relax before they come.
Yeah, I love
in.
the little retro coffee cart in the back there.
Oh,
it's
thanks.
nice. Yeah, especially if you're waiting for a table, you just sit out there and enjoy the sun, hang out.
So we're located on the Bridgehampton Sag Harbor Turnpike, which is an easy left-hand turn as you're heading up Montauk Highway at the end of Bridgehampton.
Right, just before you get into Sag Harbor, you'll see it on the left.
We're on the left-hand side.
Ample parking.
Yeah.
You'll see the sign outside. The place looks small from the outside, but when you get inside, it feels like it grew to be about twice or 3 times the size.
There's room for you, and we have freshly squeezed OJ and Cobricks coffee, so come on down and visit.
That sounds great. For Hamptons Today, Aaron Workov signing off. All right, thank you.
Thanks, man.